Hello students, today we will discuss the part 3 of chapter carbon and its compound, which is of class 10th. Today we will discuss the topic nomenclature of carbon compound. In the class 10th, it is the introductory part and there is a small introduction of this topic. So let's see what is the nomenclature of carbon compound. It is nothing, just providing a scientific name which follow the proper protocol or proper rules, and we provide them a proper naming. This naming should be accepted by everyone and it is your chemical or the scientific name. So what is the carbon compound? We know in the carbon compound usually there are carbon chain, or we know the homologous series. We have seen homologous series in our previous classes. Okay, the carbon chain which basically makes the skeleton of the whole carbon compound, and then the functional group. Okay, functional group. So what we are supposed to do when we are trying to give the name or we are trying to naming the carbon compound, then we have to see the carbon chain, means the how many numbers of carbon present here. In our previous classes we have seen till the carbon 10 what should be the name. Let's see or let's recall again. C1 meth, C2 eth, C3, if the number of carbon is 3, then C3 it is prop, C4 it is but, C5 pent, C6 hex, C7 hept, C8 oct, C9 non, and C10 deca. Okay, so for the carbon chain we use these names. How many carbons are present we will see here. Okay, then the functional group. On depending upon the functional group we provide the prefix or suffix. Prefix means the word we provide or we put before the carbon chain. Okay, so it is prefix. What is a prefix? We provide the word we add before carbon chain, or it can be suffix. We provide a word which we add after the carbon chain. On a screen you can see different type of functional group having the prefix. So let's just elaborate them. At first it is halo. If halo means it is the functional group, either chlorine, bromine, iodine, fluorine, whatever it can be, it is prefix. Okay, what the prefix we add? If it is chlorine, then we add the chloro. If it is bromine, then we add a prefix bromo. Exactly in same way, if it is iodine, then we add the iodo. If it is fluorine, then we add the fluoro. Okay, then the second one, it is alcohol. Alcohol, it is OH, and we add the suffix all for this. Okay, then it is aldehyde. Let's see how it is. It is, if I am just drawing this line, means it is a valency of this functional group. Now the aldehyde, CHO, then there is one bond left, and the suffix here is al. Okay. Then it is ketone. In the ketone, C, here it is, 2 bonding is left and there is double bond with O. And the suffix is added here is -one. Then the next it is carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid. COOH. Then COOH. 1 bond is left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Then for this, the suffix is added is oic. Then we have seen the unsaturated compounds. Either it can be the double bond or triple bond. If it is double bond, then it is ene or alkene, and if it is triple bond, then it is alkyne. So if it is alkene, means carbon-carbon double bond is here. Okay, then we add a suffix ene, and if it is alkyne, then carbon-carbon triple bond is here, and the suffix -ine. So what you have seen, for the hello, we use the prefix which can be chloro, bromo, ado, fluoro. But for the alcohol, aldehyde, ketone, carboxylic acid, alkene, alkyne, we add the suffix which is as follow. So at your level, means at the standard of class 10th, it is sufficient. Now the next rule, first rule, by how we are providing the name to the carbon chain which was mapped to DEC, and then we can add the prefix or suffix which are like this. And if it is suffix, now the next, if it is suffix, then what can be add actually? So you have seen this one. If it is suffix starting with a vowel, then what we have to see, what we have to do, it is a rule number 3. We have to delete the last E alphabet from carbon chain. But the condition is that if suffix start with the vowel, let's see, all, al, on, oic, in. So in all these cases we have seen that it start with vowel. So what we have to do, if we want to add this suffix, we have to delete the E alphabet from the carbon chain, and then we will add the suffix. Okay, suppose if it is propanol, then what we'll do, propane, it is -E plus all, and then we'll get the propanol. Okay, is it clear to you all? So it was very simple, but it is very important topic. As I have told, it is introductory. So only 3 rules you have to see. First, the carbon chain, number of carbon chain. Then second, either it can be prefix or suffix, we'll see from the chart. And then if the suffix start with the vowel, what we have to do. And the fourth very important thing is that in all these cases, aldehyde, ketone, carboxylic acid, alkene, alkyne, these carbons will be included in carbon chain. Okay, so let's see one example. Suppose it is C and I am adding this CHO. You can see it is aldehyde group. Let's complete the whole valency. Here it will be 3. Now you can see there are 3 carbon compound, so it is propane. Okay, it is propane because there is no double bond, but then it is al group is here, then minus E plus al, then you will get the propanol. It is your aldehyde. Then in same way, if it is very important ketone, because it is ketone. Here we are supposed to add if it is CS3 CH3. Then you will see it is 1 2 3 propane plus what it is, ketone, one group, so minus E plus one, then you will get the propanol. Clear? In this way we will do, or we will provide the scientific name to the carbon compound. Let's see some more examples. Suppose what you will do for this: 1 2 3 4, and then it is, I had added the bromine functional group, and then H. In this way we are satisfying the valency of the carbon. So what will be its name? You can write it in a simpler way: CH3 CH2 CH2 CH2Br. Then 1 2 3 4, it is the butane, and for halo we have seen that it is a prefix, so it is the bromo. What it will be? Bromo butane. Clear? Let's see, it was the one example. Let's see the next example. If it is OH and again it is H. Okay, we can see it is your aldehyde group. Okay, this valency we are satisfied with hydrogen. If you want to provide it name, then you can see that there is one carbon, so it is methane. Okay, clear? And it is aldehyde group, so it is al, and it starts with the vowel A. So what we have to do, we have to delete or minus E and then add al, and we will get methanol. So you can see that this carbon we are adding or we are including in a carbon chain. So let's see the next example. 1 2 3 4 5, then the triple bond, and it is 6. Let's satisfy the valency H. 1 2 3 4 here. In short, you can write CS3 CH2 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 CH, triple bond is here. Okay, now triple bond means it is ine, unsaturated carbon compound, and the number of carbon 1 2 3 4 5 6. So it is an ine is a you will see it is suffix, so it is hexyne. So it was all about the nomenclature of the carbon compound at the standard 10th. Obviously it is very much elaborated and explainable and in the higher level of classes, but at the standard 10th it is sufficient. So I hope it will help you to understand how we can provide the naming of the carbon compound. Thank you very much.